Coming up on Mountain News this morning, new funding has the opportunity to teach students 4 generations in Appalachia. And a Kentucky veteran was finally honored with the Medal of Valor more than 25 years after his death.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on Wednesday, June 26th. Now let's go on ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Not fog an issue this morning. Some sprinkles, a little light rain as we look outside our door here at WYMT, and we are at 68 degrees early on this Wednesday morning. 69 Manchester, 74 Prestonsburg, 73 as you make your way back toward the London Corbin Airport. And here is the pinpoint Doppler radar showing those sprinkles, a little light rain that is starting to ease up across eastern and southern Kentucky this morning. This clearly sticks out like a sore thumb northwest of Lexington. This will continue to track up toward Maysville. And this complex here has been weakening, thank goodness, but still looks like it may be able to maintain itself and get into the viewing area after about 7, maybe close to 8 o'clock this morning. In the meantime, the Storm Prediction Center has upgraded most of southern and eastern Kentucky to a level 2 slight risk for severe weather today. And we'll really have to keep an eye on things mid and especially late this afternoon into this evening regarding some of that action. With the sunshine today, up to 92 for a high in Hazard. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. 40 students are getting a boost for the upcoming academic year. They have been awarded more than $100,000 in scholarships from the St. Clair Healthcare Foundation. Most of the students are going to continue their studies by majoring in the medical field. The foundation says it's delighted to present an unprecedented amount of awards, and that none of it would be possible without generous donors and corporate partners who help support the region. A recent event at the Challenger Learning Center in Hazard turned into a big funding announcement from the Kentucky General Assembly. Yesterday, I stopped by the center to learn how this announcement has the potential to impact students across the mountains. As the Challenger Learning Center of Kentucky celebrates 25 years of service, Director Tom Craven says they are also celebrating a big funding announcement that's in part thanks to members of the Mountain Caucus in the House and the Senate.
We received $460,000 a year for the next 2 years, so a total of $920,000. This funding is going to help us make it for another 25 years.
Craven says their impact has been widespread, estimating that roughly 175,000 kids have participated in Challenger programs since its inception.
We kind of think if you're younger than 40 and you live within an hour and a half of the Challenger Center, there's a pretty good chance that you have been here sometime.
And with the help of the newly announced state funding, Craven says they hope to impact even more students across the mountains.
There'll be opportunities for us to lower some costs to schools who may not be able to afford the trip here. This is something that students remember, for a lifetime.
And it is something Craven says every kid deserves the opportunity to experience.
It's unusual for a small rural town and region to have something like the Challenger Center here, and we really believe that every young person in this region should have a Challenger Center experience at least one time.
With the help of recent state funding, more students could have the opportunity to get out of the classroom and into space. Some key legislators who assisted in the funding include Senate President Robert Stiver, Senator Brandon Smith, and Representative Chris Fugit. A Kentucky World War II veteran had the chance to receive medals of valor for his service yesterday, 29 years after he died. Drafted in the thick of World War II, Cecil Raymond Stiegel served in North Africa and Italy, going ashore when the Allied forces invaded Italy. While most of his records were lost in fires, his family continues to share his bravery to this day. Senator Rand Paul was in attendance to gift the family the award.
Can't have a free country unless people are willing to stand up and fight for it. And we appreciate all that your family's done for us. Thank you very much.
Not only was Cecil's daughter present, but multiple generations were in attendance, including Cecil's great-grandsons. Love Loud 2024 is filling Pike County with service projects as churches work to give back to their communities. With construction projects, free yard sales, free car washes, and more on the agenda. Groups just wrapped up their second day of service during the annual outreach. Those involved say there was a large turnout this year, and they are already encouraging folks to get involved next summer.
You know, maybe you're not the handyman, maybe you're not the person who wants to sit out in the sun all day long and wash a car, but we have something you can do. You can knock on a door and say, hi, my name's such and such, and you know, Jesus loves you, or you can just be walking around praying for people. There's a job for everyone here.
The Red Shirts will continue serving the communities the rest of the week. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, a new partnership is giving new hope to patients of ALS.
Starting off this Wednesday morning with some sprinkles, a little light rain over the last hour plus. We're tracking some of this action back out to the west. Does this have a bearing on us this morning? How about the severe weather potential this afternoon? Details with your First Alert 7-day forecast coming up right after this.